Hey everybody, welcome back. And today I have a review for you on this new CoverGirl Total Tease Mascara. I do just want to say real quick, if you like this eye look, I did film a use it or lose it on this. It is already up and I will link it down below. Now let's get into this mascara. It is a little bit different. So this is, wait, oh, I forgot that I kept the packaging so that I could talk to you guys about it. I have mine in the number color, in the color Very Black. And this is supposed to have full, long, and refined lashes. And let's just talk about it real quick. It says sexy teased lashes. Use the lash brush to amplify volume from root to tip for a full fanned out effect. Dark defined lashes that last all day. And it says to use the teaser comb specially designed for precise corner to corner separation. Removes easily with soap and water, yada yada yada. Now, I got mine in the non-waterproof version. I never buy waterproof mascaras. I just don't like them. Now, this one has a really cute packaging. I will give them that. I like the way that it looks. It's tapered, and then it has this kind of almost like a hair roller type of top on it. I couldn't think for a second. So this is what the wand looks like. As with all of my other mascara reviews, guys, I'm in a weird mood today. I will go ahead and give you a picture coming up here in a few minutes, whenever, of my naked eye alongside my eye with 2 coats of mascara on it, and then at the bottom will be an up close, really good image of the brush. But here it is just out of the tube. It's got kind of bristles on the top, and then these little like fin bristles on the bottom, and there's 2 of those. So there's one, and then there's the second one. And then on the bottom of it, there's no bristles at all. So it is kind of a strange brush. It is reminiscent of, oh, what was it? That L'Oreal Butterfly Sculpted mascara or something. I did a review on that one also. Butterfly Sculpt, I think is what it was called. And it had bristles on one side and no bristles on the bottom. And then it's also similar to a different mascara that was the same kind of thing, and I think I reviewed that one also. I just can't remember what it's called right now. It might have been from Maybelline, but I didn't like that one either. And so it's kind of a common theme with these type of wands, is they just don't work that well for me in the way that I put on mascara. I do have a demo of me putting it on though, so I will go ahead and insert that right now along with the pictures. Okay, so now that you have seen those, let's just talk about this right quick. So it has this bristles on top that are supposed to basically do all of your lashes, and then you're supposed to flip it around and use these little fin-like bristles right here to kind of get the very inside and the very outside, and also for the inside and outside of the lower lashes to really tease those out. Now here's the thing about this mascara. Guys, the application on this is kind of a pain to deal with. I will tell you how I apply mascara so that you can kind of get what I'm meaning. But if this is my mascara wand, I like to put it at the base of my lashes and roll upward and then kind of like wiggle and roll. So I alternate those 2 motions, but it always includes a rolling motion, so that it can grab onto all the lashes and really coat both the top and the bottom of the lashes. And then for the lower lashes, I just do this constant, like, you know, shimmying motion all the way through. So with this one, because there are no bristles on the bottom of the brush, it's kind of hard to roll because, you know, there's not anything down there for it to keep rolling onto. And because those little fin thingies are on there, you have to be very careful about how close you get it to your eye, because if you are trying to get some sort of rolling effect, then those little fins come up and they will get all over the inner corner of your eye and the eyelid. So you got to be real careful with that. You have to apply it almost just in a straight moving motion. No, like, you know, wiggling too much, no rolling. And here's the other thing. If you're working on, let's say, your right eye, you know, then cool, it's fine, whatever. Or if you're left-handed and you're working on your left eye, then fine, you can get it to work. However, whenever I apply mascara, I apply both with my right hand, since I'm right-handed, so I will just go over like this and apply with the same hand. The problem with that is that these little fin suckers then will start getting all over your eyelid and along this outer portion whenever you're applying with your opposite eye with the same hand. So I was not really a fan of that. And I feel like it created a lot of mess whenever there should not have been mess going on. I mean, it's kind of a pain anyway to have mascara getting all up above your eyes. But, you know, if you take a little Q-tip, you know, and you kind of just dab at it, it will go away. But this creates a lot. And it's almost to the point where it can ruin your eye makeup look if you're not extremely careful. And even being very, very careful, it still gets little dots up there, just not quite as much. So you do have to kind of consider, is that worth it to you, just that in and of itself? So now that we've gone over just general application, let's talk about those little fin bristles. Those little, you know, 2 at the top right here. Really on the bottom though, if you're holding it the correct way. I feel like anytime I tried to go in and use those to kind of tease out the lashes, they just clumped everything together. So I wasn't too pleased with those. And really, if you saw in the demo, my lashes on the top do get clumped together pretty easily just going in with the top of the brush, you know, just applying normally. And then whenever you go in with the teaser bristles to kind of get them to tease apart the lashes, all it does is just clump everything together. It's just not a fun time. So the first time that I used this, I was really like, oh, I don't even want to use this anymore. But I was committed to it and I said, okay, I'm going to keep using it. And every single time that I use this, it happens. And I've now been using it for like 2.5 weeks, almost daily. And it just clumps no matter what I do. And I think it's just the way the bristles are laid out on the brush. It's just not that great. And in addition to that bad part, this flakes like crazy. The first day that I wore it, it looked like I had black confetti all under my under eyes, and I was like, well, this is terrible. And I thought maybe it's because it was on the lower lash line. Some mascaras do tend to flake if I have them on my lower lashes, but if I wear it only on the upper lashes, then it doesn't flake. So I have tried this several times on both lashes, on only the upper lashes, and it flakes regardless of which set of lashes I have it on. So I would say that the extent of flaking is probably 3 times as bad whenever it is both sets of lashes, but even whenever it's just the top, it's still pretty bad. It's still got enough to the point where someone just standing and talking to you would notice. You know, there's like chunks of black all underneath. So, I mean, it says it lasts all day, but I'm not really getting that out of it. Like, it stays on my lashes, but at the same time, it's, you know, a decent amount is flaking off of the lashes too. I do think that there is one positive thing that I can say about this mascara. It's one redeeming quality, is that the formula is such that it's kind of a thick formula. And for instance, this eye is permanently curled. Like I never have to curl it or anything. This eye is somewhat curled, but ever since I've been using like lash enhancing, you know, serums or whatever, my lashes seem to, on this eye, grow a little bit more straight. Not quite like downward, but just kind of straight out. And this one, they're more curled. So whenever I put on this mascara on this eye, and pull it upward, it does make my lashes stay upward all day long. Like if I'm not careful with it, they'll almost be pointing straight up because it's that much of a hold that it has on it. So I do think that that is a redeeming quality. However, the fact that it flakes so easily and the fact that the brush makes it so messy and that it clumps, like, I mean, how many bad things can you have going on in a mascara? You know, to me, it was just a little bit too much. So I personally would not recommend this mascara to anybody. I don't know. I mean, I can't think of an instance in which it would be okay to use this mascara because nobody likes flaky mascara and nobody likes to have to clean up a bunch and possibly ruin your eye makeup. So I think that the gimmickness of this will make a lot of people buy it, but then I don't think that a lot of people would end up repurchasing. And a lot of the kind of reviews or opinions that I've seen on it so far have been from people that received it as PR samples. And of course it's like, oh, I love it. Well, you know, I bought it with my own $8 or something. I think it was $8.24 or something like that. And I hate it. So there you go. I don't think that it's worth the money. I don't think that it's worth the hassle that it takes to use it. And I just think it's a little bit too gimmicky. So there you have it. Do not buy this mascara if you don't like any of the things that I said about it. So there you go. I will tell you though, my favorite mascara, which I am wearing today, is the Tarte Gifted Mascara. This is high-end. However, CoverGirl does make the CoverGirl Clump Crusher Extensions, which is my all-time favorite drugstore mascara. So it's not all bad over at CoverGirl. They do have some good ones. So I would suggest this one a million times over the Total Tease. So there you go. I hope that you guys enjoyed this review, and I will catch you guys next time. Bye.